Hi there. Romans 12, verse 3 says, "For by the grace given me, I say to every one of you, do not think of yourself more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourself with sober judgment, in accordance with the faith God has distributed to each of you." We all have a tendency to have exaggerated ideas about our own capabilities. We like to think that we can do it all. But no matter how disciplined you are or how hard you try, without a sane estimate of our capabilities, we are setting ourselves up to fail. Welcome to 10 with Tom, as today we explore the topic of understanding your willpower. Author John Ortberg writes, "Willpower is finite. You don't get separate stockpiles for different areas. That's why a long list of New Year's resolutions is almost certainly doomed. It takes a whole lot of willpower to get on an exercise program and lose weight. If you add on to that list, get on a budget, keep your office clean, and read Calvin's Institutes every week, you set yourself up for failure. For most of us, our wills get depleted more quickly than our bodies." Now, I don't know about you, but that is certainly true for me. Exercise and lose weight? At the beginning of 2022, I ran for 11 straight days in January. I started coaching basketball, and I didn't eat out. And then I got sick. I'm still on the basketball court, and I'm still chasing students around the church on Wednesdays and Sundays, but I feel like I'm losing this battle. Get on a budget? That sounds wonderful, until life begins an all-out attack on our wallets. Keep my office clean? Have you seen my office? I try, but that's just not me. My office should be a closet somewhere, where no one would notice the messy ways that I'm wired. Calvin's Institutes? Well, I'll be honest with you, I had to look that one up. It refers to John Calvin's 1536 book, Institutes of the Christian Religion, a book which covers the basics of the Christian Creed, including the 10 Commandments, the Apostles' Creed, the Lord's Prayer, and the sacraments, as well as a chapter on Christian liberty and political theology. I'll probably lose pastor points for not knowing all of this, but at least I continue to read God's Word each and every day. Now, Ortberg lays out 4 steps to help us to use our willpower for our best results. Number 1, he says, schedule your most important tasks for when your willpower is strongest. Now, for many people, that's in the morning. Note that it says for many. It doesn't say for all. But one interesting study showed that prisoners have a better shot at parole if their case is heard in the morning, when the judge has a higher reserve of willpower and is more inclined to take a chance. Many of us can get pretty grumpy as the day goes on. So hit the world head on when you are at full strength and you are prayed up in God's strength. Number 2, spend willpower wisely by not taking on too many tasks at once, even after you've prayed about them. Generally, God works through our will, and he seldom gives us a free pass to disregard the laws of finitude that he created. That's right, we have a finite amount of energy and willpower. Our willpower, strength, our concentration, all of them have finite limits. Most students that I know don't stress about one test. It's when they have 3 tests and a paper and a project deadline all happening on the same day that they tend to go into overload. Try as best you can to spread that load out. Number 3, set goals, but not too many. Lacking a few, we tend to drift. But having an overabundance of goals leads to worry, accomplishing less, and suffering emotionally and physically because we aren't able to keep up. And finally, number 4, remember that the one act of your will that release or replenishes willpower instead of depleting it is surrender. God meant for prayer, solitude, worship, and meditation to be done in a way that restores us. So take time each day to allow God to do restorative work in your life and learn to be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power, as it says in Ephesians 6:10. And that's the word for you today. Now, obviously you can see by the backdrop behind me, it is Super Bowl week. And that means the Super Bowl of Caring is underway. And our score right now for the food pantry at Our Lady of Good Counsel, the Bengals have 6 cans of soup and $26. The Rams have 13 cans of soup, but only $1. And the referees, they've got 5 cans of soup and $1.05. There's still a lot of work to be done. There's still a lot of hungry folks here in St. Johns County. So bring your donations next Sunday as we try to pick the winner of Super Bowl 56 while helping the food insecure of St. Johns County. Let's make them all winners as we enjoy the game. Secondly, for our youth, the Youth Lunch Bunch is meeting today at 12 noon. We're going to be walking over to Willie Jewell's, so if you want to join us, meet us here at the church at noon and bring money for your lunch, and we'll head over there at 12 o'clock. And parents, we should be back at 2. Wild Wednesday is happening this week. Again, we've got our middle schoolers coming here from 1 until 5, and parents, we could certainly use some extra help. We had 43 students here last Wednesday, our biggest Wild Wednesday yet. So if you can help us out, please let us know, and we'll find out how you can get plugged in. Also want to remind everybody that Wednesday night, the youth group, that's going to continue here at the Village Church through February 16th, before we move over to Reverb Church's new facility in the Hall of Fame Circle, and that will take place on February the 23rd. And remember that Sunday night youth group meetings will continue to meet right here at the Village Church. Now, we all know that next Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday, and that means our annual Youth Super Bowl party. We're going to have a very special guest speaker, we're going to have food, we're going to have prizes, and of course the big game. And we're inviting all of you to bring your favorite tailgate food. What's your favorite food to eat while watching football? Bring that with you so that we can share it with everybody and have a wonderful time as we meet together. We want to mention that this is one of our last calls for our mission trip to Nashville, Tennessee, July 16th through the 24th. There is still space available, but it's going so fast on a national scale that we're afraid it could end and be filled at any moment. So if you haven't made the commitment to go with us, we encourage you to do so. Deposits are $75. We're taking them immediately. We'd love to have you join us in Nashville. And this is for anybody finishing grades 6 through 12. Also, for students ages 11 through 18, we're going to camp this summer at Camp Anderson in Mariana. I've looked it over. It's going to be a great time. It's June 6th through the 10th. The cost is $375 per student maximum, and registration is open now. If you need registration information, please let me know. Also, there's going to be an all-church cross-cultural mission trip. We had planned to go to Guatemala a couple years ago. COVID stopped that. Stopped it again last year. Well, now we're putting a group together, and they'll be working in St. Thomas. They're still working on the dates, but it looks like it'll be sometime in July. And they're going to have a meeting next Sunday at 10:15 between services for a short organizational meeting and to find out if you're interested. So if you are interested, contact Pastor Mike this week if you have questions, or bring them to the meeting next Sunday at 10:15. We've got congratulations in order to the girls soccer and the girls weightlifting teams at our new Tokoi Creek High School. The weightlifters are going to be participating this Saturday in the state championships at Port St. Joe, while the girls soccer team will play its first ever state playoff game this Tuesday night at home against Yulee. Game time is 7 o'clock. Tickets are $7, and they're available online. Go Toros. Horns up. Also, the TCHS Theater Department will present Amelie this coming weekend. Showtime is 7 p.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with a 2 p.m. matinee performance on Super Bowl Sunday. Tickets are $15 for adults and $10 for students. Church, we love you, and we hope you all have a super week. And I'll see you on Friday. Have a great day.